Overwhelmed? Create health, peace, and balance before stress takes over. Welcome back. This is episode 105, and it's my first one on video. I'll admit I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm here to work through those jitters because keeping it real is key. And I know showing up like this for you is going to be worth it. So expect some honesty, a few imperfect moments, but above all, value that you can actually use. Happy November. This month, I invite you to join me in saying no to the people, places, and things that drain your energy. Let's create more room for what truly serves our health and well-being. With so much going on in the world, from local elections in Canada, our provincial one, to the U.S. presidential race, our stress levels may be higher than usual. And when the world feels overwhelming, it's so easy to get swept up and lose our sense of peace. It's not always easy to feel peaceful in a world where stressors seem constant, but it is possible to protect our peace and focus on what we can control. And today, that's exactly what we're diving into. I want to help you navigate those energy-draining situations in a way that supports your health and well-being. My name is Clarenda Price, and as a certified life and weight loss coach, I help women who are thriving in many areas, but find themselves struggling with things like weight loss, stress eating, and decreased energy. I teach simple, sustainable strategies that go beyond dieting, focusing on the root causes of overeating and how to reset hunger hormones to make weight loss easier. With my science-based approach, clients build sustainable habits without relying on willpower or spending hours at the gym. The result? They feel confident, in control, and more comfortable in their clothes and their birthday suits. Imagine feeling free around food while also in control. That's possible, my friend, and I'm here to show you how to get there. Today, I'm diving into why protecting your peace and focusing on what you can control is so essential to your health and energy. When we're constantly focusing on things we can't control, our sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response, kicks into overdrive. While helpful in true danger, constant activation leads to stress that throws our bodies out of balance. This prolonged state of stress, sympathetic overdrive, creates a catabolic effect in the body. Instead of building up and replenishing, our bodies start breaking down, focusing on just getting us through the day. There's so much that happens in our body when we're stressed. When we're continually focused on things we can't control, our sympathetic nervous system gets triggered, activating our body's fight or flight mode. This can be helpful when we're actually in danger. We need this, but prolonged stress keeps us in this activated state, and that's when things can go off balance. Living in a state of sympathetic overdrive leads to what I mentioned, a catabolic effect, a breaking down state. Instead of rebuilding and replenishing our body, it's just trying to keep us functioning. What does that look like? Well, increased blood sugar levels, higher blood pressure, less restorative sleep, and often an increased urge to eat, drink, or distract ourselves from the uncomfortable feelings that are building up. It's an endless cycle that's hard to escape once we're caught in it. It can have a serious impact on our mental and physical health over time. But what if we could shift that? What if, instead of letting ourselves be overwhelmed by stress, we chose to stay grounded, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't? Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm tired of our culture's quick reactions and cancer culture mindset. It feels like there's this constant judgment that divides us, and it doesn't serve anyone's health or happiness. Many people who feel judged are themselves often quick to judge, and the same goes for those who feel others are being intolerant. They are often intolerant of that person's values and beliefs. It's a cycle that just leads to more division, stress, and dis-ease. In a world where judgment is easy, compassion is an act of courage, and it's one that benefits your own peace of mind as much as others. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to think about what you're allowing into your space. Look at what you're consuming, whether it's news, social media, conversations, or even your thoughts. Every interaction and bit of information affects us. And while we can't control what's out there, we can control what we allow to influence us. As we set boundaries this month, think about where you can say no to these things and yes to your health and well-being. Now, I know the results of elections and political conversations aren't going to vanish. You're going to encounter friends, family, and colleagues who have their own perspectives. Instead of absorbing their energy, practice setting mental boundaries. Think of it as creating a protective space for your peace of mind. If these people are part of your life, try shifting the focus to things you appreciate in them, rather than topics that bring up stress. For me, it's about responding with love and understanding. Even if I don't agree, I like to think of where are they coming from? What is their perspective? I'm not scared to consider someone else's perspective. Our health is too important to let it be disrupted by things beyond our control. I want to share a few strategies you can use to shift into a more relaxed, rest and digest state, also known as the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the state where your body can repair, heal, and function at its best. So, number 1, breathing techniques. Take 5 deep, slow breaths, inhaling for a count of 4, and if you're used to 4 already, try 6 or 7. Then holding for the same count, so either 4, 6, 7, and then exhaling and making sure it's longer than the inhale. I like to do it by at least 2 counts. So if you're inhaling for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale for a count of 6, and do that 5 times. This sends a calming signal to your nervous system, telling your body it's safe to relax. 2, physical movement. Exercise and movement is a powerful way to release tension and support your mental well-being. Even just a short walk can increase blood flow, release endorphins, and help clear your mind. 3, nature breaks. Being in nature, even for a few minutes, can lower cortisol, the stress hormone. If you're short on time, try simply looking at a beautiful plant or the sky. It's amazing how quickly nature can bring us back to the present and put our worries in perspective. 4, disconnect from screens. Let's face it, doom scrolling or even excessive work can lead to mental fatigue. Take regular breaks from screens to give your mind a rest and stay focused on the good around you. Number 5, gratitude practice. Make it a habit to list a few things you're grateful for each day. Gratitude shifts your focus away from stress and onto the positive aspects of life, which helps bring you back into balance. And if you're looking for a fun challenge, try a heart sighting activity this week. Start looking for heart shapes around you, whether it's a heart-shaped rock, a pattern on your food, a cloud formation in the sky, or a leaf. When you find one, snap a photo and tag me. I'd love to share it on my stories so we can spread a little extra positivity together. It's a small way to stay connected with joy and reminds us to keep our eyes open for the good. I also want to remind you that it's perfectly okay to let go of what isn't yours to carry. Many people I work with feel a sense of duty to stay up to date with every world event, every outcome, every issue. And while awareness is good, overwhelming yourself isn't. Our health and happiness rely on boundaries that protect our energy. Ask yourself, is this worth getting sick over? If you're noticing an increase in stress, or perhaps a pattern of eating, drinking, or scrolling to cope, it's time to check in with yourself. I'm here to support you in learning how to manage these moments. Building a resilient, empowered mind is not just possible, it's within your reach. It takes practice and self-compassion, but the benefits are so worth it. This is about creating a life that feels balanced and enjoyable, no matter what's happening around us. So, as we continue through November, I encourage you to protect what's most valuable, your health, your peace, and your joy. And if you need a little extra support, don't hesitate to reach out. Let's make this month a time of empowerment, balance, and connection to what truly matters. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, join me for the upcoming workshop, 2025 in Focus, Defining Your Path to a Purposeful and Energized Life. This is a chance to dive deep into your values, get crystal clear on your values, which then can lead to your goals, and create a roadmap to bring more energy, purpose, and joy into the year ahead. It's a powerful way to set the tone for 2025 with intention and clarity. I'd love for you to join us. Check the link in the show notes for more details and to reserve your spot. Let's make 2025 your best year yet. Thank you for listening, and if you're watching it, please hit the subscribe button and give it some love. I'll be so grateful. It'll make this worthwhile. If you're listening on a podcast app, remember those 5-star ratings are what will help me reach more individuals who will also benefit. A big heartfelt thank you in advance. And as a final reminder, there's so much within your control, including your response to the world. Together, let's make this month all about protecting your energy, rebalancing your nervous system, and living from a place of love, peace, and strength.